Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakina. Today's pick a card is about the energies of abundance that are within you and around you. Now abundance can mean something different to everyone. It can be love, it can be money, it can be physical health, it can be happiness, it can be friendships, many different things. So take a look at the images on the screen, choose the one that appeals to you, and then go to the timestamps in the description box below. Enjoy the reading. Hello, Pile 1. So let us check and see what your energies concerning abundance are. What are the energies of abundance around you and within you? Okay. 4 of Hearts, 6 of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, Jack of Clubs, 8 of Hearts, 8 of Clubs, 7 of Clubs, Queen of Spades, and 5 of Hearts. Okay, Pile 1, I feel like the most abundant energy here for you is love or friendship, family. And it seems like that and work are the two main energies that surround you or are within you at the moment. There's no diamonds here, which means money really isn't at the top of your wish list. At least not right now. And these energies encompass current and future. But with the top 3 cards, I'm seeing a very happy life. One that involves just feeling very stable, feeling comfortable, and really not wanting that to change. But then you seem to be one that wants to save for a rainy day, who wants to spend time with friends, who wants to spend time with a loved one, who wants to make sure that you also have time for yourself, spa time, that kind of thing. Everything kind of flows together, and you have a fantastic family that supports that. Everybody seems to understand that everyone needs a little bit of something. So this is how your family has been functioning, is everyone has a little bit of something that makes them happy, and there's time for all. This has been a very good energy. Now keep in mind, if you're not noticing this energy currently, this is what the cards are seeing for current and future. So this is what you can expect coming up and what you're flowing into. Yeah, it almost seems here that you might have a teen. And that teen is about to celebrate something amazing, a milestone of some sort in their life. And that's very heavy on your mind. As well as, okay, so after this milestone, what are they going to do? Are they going into the working world right away? Are they going to college to try and figure out a career? What is it that teen of yours is considering doing? Now, you've been getting some signs, some synchronicities of some sort. Maybe you haven't been feeling all that great. Maybe a little bit lonely, maybe a little depressed. And these signs and synchronicities are pointing you to taking care of yourself. Your family is supportive of that. You need to take the initiative to take care of yourself, which means possibly meditation, which means going out with friends, which means going out and having a good time, taking a vacation, something that allows your body some relaxation and some joy. And part of this depression or loneliness that you're feeling, I think, has a great deal to do with your teen and this upcoming celebration, which perhaps is a graduation or something along those lines. And you like where everything is. You like the feeling of your family. You enjoy that. But now you've got this teen that may be leaving the nest and you've been experiencing different signs and synchronicities to kind of help you determine how to deal with that, but you may not be catching them. And keeping in mind that abundance is a lot of things. As I said at the start of the pick a card, it's about health, wealth, love, friendships, happiness, so many different things. So these are the energies that are currently in your life and coming up in the future. Things that you probably need to know. Now the path here, they're saying that this is important to know. This path is nothing to be upset over. This is a joyous thing, and this is your teen's path. The one that you encouraged. And you should be very joyful that they're having like their 18th birthday or their 21st birthday, or they're graduating, or they're graduating college perhaps, or they might even be graduating first grade. But this is the path that you've meant for them all along. But it can be a hard truth. You watch them grow, and especially if they're at the teen age or 18, it's difficult. It's a difficult path, but it's a good path also. And you're looking back at how things began when your children were very small, and you are trying to determine, once they're grown and gone, what are you going to do with yourself? Are you going to go back to work, or are you going to find a different way to spend your time? You've got a lot of thoughts about that. Are you going to go into business for yourself? Are you going to have the typical practical career with a company or something? Whatever it is you're doing now, it may not be what you stay with. But it is very important that you make sure that you take care of yourself. Whatever it is that you do, it is time to start taking care of yourself, not just the family. And this is all about, again, with hearts, it is all about family, and it's all about love. And where things were balanced and they kind of stayed the same for a long time, and you have the thoughts about the changes that are going to take place and how much time you can actually spend working on yourself. And to some degree, that's a celebratory thing as well. You've managed to get your kids to a point where they are self-sufficient, or at least moving towards self-sufficiency. And you've been putting a lot of thought into that. And again, going back to family, you've just been putting a lot of thought into family also. And perhaps asking a lot of very important questions about what's upcoming. To you, it's kind of maybe a practical problem, because you may have been very invested in family, the way that it looks. And this doesn't necessarily have to be just your children. This could be family, extended family, your brothers, your sisters, your mother, your father. Everything has been a togetherness kind of thing. And that's something to celebrate. But obviously something is really on your mind. Something is bothering you. And you're a bit lonely and a bit depressed. And This is a divorce card, so maybe somewhere along the line there's a divorce within someone you know in your life. Maybe it's saddening. At any rate, you are asking for signs and synchronicities to help you work this out. And part of the way to get those answers, part of the way to really notice what is happening, is to spend time with yourself. Do something fun, do something joyful. Go off by yourself, take a yoga class, go to a circus, do something that really would make you happy. And this is something that you've been encouraged to do anyway, along the way by your family. You know, they're saying you can't work all the time. Your thoughts can't always be on work. You need to take care of you too. So you've been doing a lot of thinking about how to celebrate life, how to celebrate the love that you have been ever so blessed with. And I am seeing here that you might have a teen who is a little bit problematic, or seems to be a little bit problematic. You love them so much, but you're having thoughts about, you know, if they go off and do their own thing, they're going to be so busy having a good time that they're not going to get to where you hope they will. That's difficult too. And you're afraid, you know, that they haven't shown responsibility in their life at this point or up to this point. So once they graduate, or once whatever this card is a celebration of, you're just afraid it's going to be a bad situation all the way around. But this is not for you to worry over. They're trying to tell you, the universe is trying to tell you that you've done what you can. You've taught them everything that you can teach them. You've given them as much knowledge as you can possibly give them about the world. So it's up to them now. And they're telling you through the signs and synchronicities, you are not doing this alone. They are not doing this alone. Everyone has someone. Everyone has a guide, an angel, a spirit team. You're not alone. They're not alone. So they don't want you to worry to the extent that you are. They want you to care for yourself. The energy that you should be celebrating at this time is the love energy, and let the rest work itself out. So those are the energies of abundance within and around you, Pile 1. Take care. Hello, Pile 2. So let us take a look at what the energies of abundance are surrounding you and within you. And this reading will be one that offers you current and future information. So we have the 10 of Spades, the 4 of Spades, the Jack of Diamonds, the Ace of Spades, the Ace of Hearts, 2 of Spades, 6 of Spades, Jack of Hearts, and the Ace of Diamonds. So, Pile 2, this is a tough one. I will share that with you, and please forgive if you hear Chihuahua snoring. Up here, with the 10 of Spades and the 4 of Spades and the Jack of Diamonds, it looks like you have a feeling of failure. Like you've truly done not the right job, not the right way for your family. You have a teen who's basically been given everything that they could possibly want. They're very privileged and they're very intelligent and they're good students. However, there's been a lot of conflict between you. Now, when we look at this layout here, we see that we have 3 aces. The only ace that we're missing is the Ace of Clubs, which is basically about work and career, that kind of thing. The Ace of Spades here is about loss. The Ace of Hearts is about family. And the Ace of Diamonds is basically money. It can also mean a letter, but I don't think that that's what we're looking at here necessarily. So anyway, this teen, things are going to get better. Things are going to get a lot better. You're going to see a change. There is light at the end of the tunnel, guaranteed, okay? But it's a patience game, obviously. And it looks like that there's been, a loss in the family. And it looks like that there's been some kind of decision that has had to be made that involves the whole family. In fact, this reading involves family. It could be possibly moving that is happening right now. It could be moving house. But whatever it is, it's caused a lot of conflict. And right now there might be what seems to be a truce going on, but it's not going to last. That truce is not going to last. There's just a lot of conflict with what's going on right now, and that's probably also part of it with the teen, is that they're very irritated, very upset because perhaps this move of house may cause them to change schools, which they're not pleased about, thus more conflict. And despite the fact that this teen is a good student or has been a good student, very intelligent, very quick-witted, you feel as though they're going down the wrong path. And it has to do with probably their first love would be my guess. And this person, to you seems not at all good for them. You're seeing, perhaps them acting in a way that is just not what you're accustomed to. But the universe is saying the energies of this abundance, which again is health, it's wealth, it's love, it's friendships, it's happiness. So this is about family and mostly about a teen. Something that is going on within the family with a young person. And it might not be your family. Perhaps it is your have a sister or brother who has a child, but they've been talking a great deal about that child to you. Or it can be yours. At any rate, all of this that is taking place right now, family will always be the center. Whatever it is that you're doing here, notice that it is a heart card. It's about love, and it is smack dab in the center of this reading. And right below it is that teen that is also a heart. They are connected to you no matter what. And yes, you might feel right now that they're on the wrong path. And if we go down through here, you may be feeling as though you are worried or kind of grief-stricken about the fact that, for some reason, whatever reason, that your family has to make some kind of a change is due to a decision you've had to make or a loss in your family. Or maybe you just feel like you're on the wrong path, so you have to do something. And of course, you're saying to yourself, no, everything is stable, we can't change. Nothing can change, but it must. You are going to begin again financially. You're going to be very financially well off. Eventually, I believe you have ideas about how to bring more money. You're planting the seeds for that. And again, you might feel as though everything is ending. But when you look at these cards, yeah, it's a dark card, and it is worry, and it's grief, and it's anger, and it's so many different things. But again, family is there for you. And you're making a new start. And even though right now it seems like your teen is fighting you tooth and nail, it's going to happen for a while. It really is. But it's going to end up good. You're all going to begin again. And you still have the love of that teen. So that is what appears to be the energies around abundance for you right now, the energies within and around you, pile 2. So until next time, take care. Hello, pile 3. So in this reading, we're going to be looking at the energies of abundance around you and within you. This reading will encompass future and current energies. So let's see what the cards have to share. We have the Queen of Clubs, we have the Ace of Clubs, and we have the Jack of Clubs. Ace of Diamonds, 4 of Clubs, 6 of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, 5 of Hearts, and the 2 of Spades. Now, as I've talked about in the very beginning, abundance is a lot of things. It's health, it's wealth, it's love, it's friendships, it's happiness. It's everything that encompasses the things that you need in life. And abundance is where you have a lot of it. Now, with this reading, I'm seeing one of the main focuses happens to be concerning work and money. So what I'm seeing first off is that you are quite the business person. And you started small. You did start as like an apprentice or a novice in whatever your field is, and you built yourself up by working hard. And you now have a young person, perhaps your child, a teen maybe, that is very much like you, who perhaps wants to learn what you are doing, wants to perhaps have a job working with you, earning some money that way. And the interesting thing here is you have, again, you're in charge. You are a working woman who had an idea to make money, and you are doing exactly that. You found something that you love because you're pretty much a very artistic woman. I do believe you may be self-employed or maybe thinking about becoming self-employed. You have some ideas going on here that will make you money. So you might be wanting to go from this to this. And you have, the teen or the young person that obviously you want to have a good work ethic. So what happens when you switch from this to this? Are you going to be a good role model for that person, for that child? Obviously, you want this young person to have a good, solid foundation, a secure job. And, they might look at this as being very floaty, very, just not at all something that will make them the kind of money that they would like to make. They like to follow the corporate world, not necessarily the emotional world, or shall I say, the more creative world. The interesting thing about this is that this more creative job, okay, this is physically good for you. So much better for you than what we see up here, than this corporate job, whatever it happens to be. It is so much better for you. You have more time, you would have more time if you're not there yet. You would have more time. You'd be able to take some vacations and, maybe do some yoga, spend some time with those that you love, doing something good for your body. But, you're having conflict with yourself about it. And you might even be having conflict with someone else about it. And that could very well be this young person that you're having that conflict with, because they're looking at it from the standpoint of, you're making good money. Why would you want to mess with that? Obviously, the path that you took here is the right one. It's got to be, because, you're making decent money on that path. So maybe there's a little bit of argument there with your teen in trying to explain to them sometimes things have to change. Something that, you've got the choice, you've got an idea going on here, you want to plant a seed, and or at least you believe it can make money, but, maybe you just better stick to where you're at. Maybe that's what this is telling you. But then we have a path. See the bigger number? An ace versus a 6. Obviously, you're going to make money doing whatever it is that you are choosing to do, and it'll be healthier for you. If your teen or this young person would like to go this route, that's their path. They don't have to follow in your footsteps. But this is, I think, your main decision here is pretty much what the entire reading is about, is the 4 of clubs. You're stable right now. At least you feel as though you're stable. You have a secure job. You might be bored as all get out and just like plodding along with it. But it's causing so much conflict within you because you're a much more creative individual and you have these ideas. And it would be healthier for you to go this route. There's nothing wrong with changing paths. When you first began this particular job here, that began with an idea and a little bit of money, and it grew. You're doing all right. So obviously you're having some major conflict with yourself as to the right thing to do. And it's still going to have to be your decision how you wish to move forward. But it is telling you this creative part of you. It is a beginning, it's an idea. And this creative part of you is definitely the healthier route to go. But again, changing something is going to affect maybe more than just you. So there is some conflict here. But there's also, you need to understand that the path isn't meant to stay stagnant, isn't meant to stay still. The path is always on the move. And if you want to make more money and you want to be healthier, you're going to have to go with the flow, go with the movement of the path. Allow it to change as it's meant to. Whatever this conflict is, it'll work itself out. So those are the energies of abundance in and around you right now. Until next time, Pile 3, take care.